First of all, just give us a broad overview on how you viewed that.
Yeah, of course. We took the unusual step of releasing the audio from this situation not long after it happened. We wanted to show everybody what was very quickly apparent to us was a pretty significant human error, loss of concentration. And of course, we're all disappointed that the VAR system didn't step in to rectify a clear error that we'd seen on the field with and nobody's more disappointed than the officials themselves. They take pride in their work. They want to be a positive influence on the game. And of course, in this situation, that wasn't the case. Of course, without VAR, but VAR exists to step in when we make a wrong decision on the field. So, of course, we're disappointed. And our job then was to try to find out what happened and what we could do to prevent that sort of thing happening in the future. OK, well, let's start at the beginning. How did that confusion occur? Yeah, of course, that's a fair question. And I think you hear at the very start of the clip, Darren England, the VAR, saying checking the offside. And then he goes into the process of checking whether the position. He's able to do that because the flag was correctly delayed by the on-field assistant referee. I think you can hear that Darren's going through the process pretty quickly. We sometimes get criticism for being a little bit slow sometimes, and people want us to be as quick as we can be. And we do focus on efficiency, but never at the sacrifice of accuracy. We need to be accurate. But you can hear Darren's trying to be quick, and then he puts a line across, and that shows a very clear picture. And I think at that point, Darren loses sight of what the on-field decision was, sees the clear picture with an onside position as it happens, and quickly completes it. The game is ready to restart very quickly. He communicates to the on-field referee, Simon Hooper, check complete, check complete. Simon hears that, obviously assumes that the check complete is for the offside goal or the disallowing of the goal, and the game restarts.
Those words, check complete, they feel a little bit vague in light of what's happened. Are you happy with those words, or do you want more substantial sort of comments on it?
Yeah, we know that human error can happen in all walks of life, and it happened here. One of the things that we have to do is put things in place to ensure that should we have a human error, it doesn't have the damage impact that we saw on this occasion. So one of the things that this has brought in sharp focus is the need to reiterate some of those communication protocols that are really valuable in VAR to prevent this type of thing happening. So we want the on-field referee to communicate to the VAR what the on-field decision is very clearly, and then the VAR to go back to the referee and acknowledge that they've heard that properly. The VAR goes through the process then of checking the situation, giving clear direction to the replay operator to get the right angles, speaking to the assistant VAR as they're going through that as well, so that the assistant VAR can be another check and balance, if you like. And then before communicating to the field, speaking to the AVAR to say what their intended direction of travel is going to be. Then at that moment, not just saying check complete, because what are you check completing? Saying check complete, goal confirmed. In this case, check complete, offside confirmed. And then that's another trigger, obviously, to the on-field officials that they're going in the wrong direction. So we've put quite a lot of steps in place to ensure that the error that we saw in that important game doesn't happen again.
Lots of